Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. How are you doing? I hope you are enjoying your weekend and getting ready for Christmas, getting ready for the Christmas event. Now, there is a lot coming this Christmas, but today we are going to be talking about this tank right here, the super Conqueror. Now, I absolutely love this tank. When it first came into the game, I thought it was just a worse Chieftain Mark 6, but playing it more and more and more, in fact, the Chieftain Mark 6 is a worse super Conqueror, and I honestly believe that. The turret on this thing is absolutely amazing. It's got good DPM, it's got a nice gun. So why are we making a video today on the super Conqueror? Of course, because it is currently in the shop, so you're able to buy the super Conqueror. How much is this tank? So let's just go down to the tanks and see how much you can purchase the super Conqueror for. So the super Conqueror Rex is available for 25,000 gold. Of course, that is with the full shebang. You get 5 crates in that. You get the Christmas avatar. You get it fully equipped. You also get an order there, and of course you get the Rex camouflage. Now, if you don't want to pay 25,000 gold, you can get this for just 20,000 gold. Now, you can wait for the auction. It might be in the auction. You never know and you might be able to buy it a little bit cheaper, but there's no guarantee that it is going to be in the auction. Now, I believe that the Chieftain Mark 6 is going to be in the auction, but I'm not too sure on the super Conqueror. But 20,000 gold, to be honest, I think is a fair price. I do think that 20,000 gold is a fair price. So let's just have a look at the stats and we'll get into a quick battle. So the turret armor is 280 millimeters thick, so very, very strong on that turret armor. The hull is 155. You have 2,500 DPM. That is with me actually running calibrated shells just to make the HE pen a little bit more, because it is a British heavy and you get high pen. So the high pen on the HE is 121 millimeter 21. So that is pretty decent for a tank. That is why I run it with calibrated shells. So with calibrated shells, you've got 272 alpha on your AP and 342 on your APCR. So you've got plenty of pen there. You've got a 400 alpha gun, 340 on your APCR and 515 on your HE. Aim time is 3.7, dispersion is 0.374. So not the best, but it's okay. You can make do with that. And of course, with that amazing turret, you also have 10 degrees of gun pressure, and the top speed is 36 kilometers per hour. So the stats look pretty decent. Doesn't quite have the DPM that the Chieftain has got, and doesn't quite have the turret. You can see the Chieftain turret is very strong at 350, and the DPM is around it's around 3,000 if you run it with the rammer. But I personally prefer this now because the Chieftain, I keep playing it. As much as I love the look of the Chieftain, I think it's one of the sexiest tanks in the game, especially with the royal camouflage. As me being British, I think this is just a fantastic looking tank. But for me, it's just getting weaker. People are knowing how to deal with it, and because of that hatch on top, yes, the rest of your turret is very, very strong, but people just go for the hatch. However, the Super Conqueror doesn't really have the hatch, and it just has a mega turret, so they can't aim at the weak points. So let's just get into game, and we will see how it plays out in the battlefield. Now, halfway through this game, I actually lose signal. So my ping goes up thousands. I'm not sure why, but I do come back and I still manage to do a little bit of damage. So we are going to go on the left side. Now, we could push on the right side. The team is saying go right, but the enemy have 2 mediums and a light tank. We only have 1 light tank and a medium, and we've got 3 heavies. So we can hold this side of the map. We've got more heavies. If I can get into a position where I'm hull down, then I would be able to control this side of the map. But that all depends on where the enemy goes. So already we've got the Minotauro there. Now he's going to be a tank that I will struggle to penetrate because that tank has just stupid armor. And of course with the position of the E100, I'm also going to be able to, I'm going to struggle to penetrate him. So I don't want to be here right now. I do have the backup, but I really don't want to be here. The mediums over the other side of the map, as you can see, are taking care of that leopard. The medium tank, the T100, actually just leaves his leopard to deal with the other two guys. So I really want to push this. I really want to push down. We know that the Death Star's there. The T100 is a one-shot. The Minotauro is losing hit points. So I really want to push down and clear these guys. So the leopard has taken care of the FV4202. So now they control that side of the map. So because they control that side of the map, we really need to control this side of the map. So the Minotauro there is a one-shot. So again, he is a must. We need to get rid of him. He does go, and now he's gone, we can start pushing down. We have a Minotauro on our team. The only tanks that we can see at the moment, this side of the map, is the E100 and the Death Star. So of course, I am going to get a shot on the E100, and we do get a very juicy bounce into him. Now, this E100, I hope you die, so your well, I hope so your family die in a fire. That guy, just because he dies, really isn't happy. Really, it wasn't even the T100 that killed him. So he come this side of the map. So I don't know why he is he's raging. But we've lost a little bit of hit points here. Now, we shouldn't have lost them hit points. There was no reason for us to lose the hit points. But as you can see here now, this is where my ping just absolutely jumps up for literally a couple of seconds. And you can still see it here. It's still going. It's still not correct. But luckily for me, I have no idea what this IS-4 is doing. Like, no idea. What are you doing, IS-4? He's going, okay, he's going for a one-shot tank. Okay, I'll let him off. So because of that, I absolutely get away with this. I get away with this because he's ignoring me. He wants to go for the lower hit point tank, which is absolutely perfect for me because he's not looking at me and I'm able just to get behind this guy and absolutely farm him. So even though we lost some time because of our ping, we have managed to bring it back to 3,300 damage. So it is now a 4 versus 3. We've lost a lot of hit points, but I really want to clear this Leopard 1. There's a Death Star somewhere, but we know that he is a one-shot somewhere. The only thing I don't want is to cross and the Death Star to be staring at me. So but we don't have the time. We don't have the time to hang around. They've got 2 medium tanks. All our tanks are very, very slow. So we want to just... we need to kill these guys, or we need to recap a base. So we need to start pushing forward. Now I know that the Death Star is not going to look at me. I am going to push these guys. Now I know the T-62's there, and I know the Leopard is around this side of the map. Now the Death Star was still alive, but he is now gone, so I can now start pushing forward. But again, we still need to be quick because of the supremacy points. We could, if we just drag this out, because we haven't even caught base C. No idea, but no one wanted to catch base C until now, and it's a bit too late. So that was a stupid miss at this late stage in the game because I could die, but my armor is coming to save the day. We've bounced 1,000 damage at the moment, and we've managed to clear the Leopard, and we can start pushing on to the T-62. Now, I know he's there, so I just wanted to reload before I do come out in case he is there staring at me. At least I've got a shell loaded that I can get into him if he does shoot me and bring me down to a one-shot. But again, when they can't get to your hull, your turret will work. Now, we've bounced 1,200 damage, and this is what this tank can do. And there's another block shot from the T-62. Mediums will struggle to penetrate you. As long as you're hiding your hull, medium tanks will struggle to penetrate you. So at this point in the game, I have backup. There is the Yo. I'm just going to back up for now because I know his reload is shorter than mine. But as soon as I get down to sort of 3 seconds, I know I'm going to reload. And again, we do get another bounce and another nice shot. So we blocked 1,800 damage that game. 1,800 damage. We managed to get 4,200 damage, even though we lost a little bit of signal there. And that just goes to show what this tank is capable of. For 20,000 gold, there you are getting a very, very nice tank. So I hope you enjoyed your video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all soon. Bye-bye. With